My scars. I call them Ugly Betty and her sister. This journey started, I saw a mole on my knee. It looked so cute. It was the cutest thing and I was like, yes. So I was always showing it off and it started to grow and it changed form and I was like, well, that doesn't look the same anymore. But I ignored it. And then it started being more painful and I couldn't understand why, because to me it's just a little mole. My friends, black people, we call it kuku. So we're like, kuku eh, And little did I know that, there was a whole thing behind it. I knew then that I had to do something about it, but I still took another year to eventually go in and go to the doctors and get it checked out. When I went into the dermatologist, I had a biopsy done and they gave me the diagnosis and I didn't know what to do with my life at that point. I was trying to figure out what skin cancer was, what it meant to me as a black person as well, to have this so-called white people's disease. Because we have that belief that, cancer is a white old person's disease, and now here I am, a young black girl. What's happening? How am I, finding myself in this situation? So after 6 months, then I had to go in and get my surgery. With skin cancer, more so malignant melanoma, it's such a dangerous form of skin cancer, and I was so fortunate that with my treatment I didn't have to go through chemo. I just had the surgical option and I didn't have to go through radiation as well, so I felt like I scored there, But the after effects of it are still with me to this day, because I have difficulty when I'm driving sometimes. Who would have thought that, such a disease would, end up giving me such side effects at the end of the day. So I'm 2 years cancer-free now, which is fantastic. And I'm loving life because I have a new lease on life. I have a responsibility to society as a whole, and I think definitely to people of color. Cancer does not discriminate. It doesn't care who you are, where you're from, what you've been doing with your life. It's just like, hey, it doesn't even knock. It just comes in and you just, how do I deal with this? What I've come to learn is that, silence is cancer's best friend, because if we're quiet, nobody knows anything. Nobody learns if you're quiet. So know your body. Definitely know your body. Be aware of little changes and how they develop over time. And if it can help just one person, I think I've done my job.